to me.
Information, news, and entertainment on demand.
WSRadio.com.
Moe's Guitars is the proud sponsor of Girls Talk Rock. Over 35 years of helping girls and guys rock. Moe's Guitars, M-O-Z-E, guitars.com.
Welcome to Girls Talk Rock, where the musician's creativity finds its voice. And here are your hosts, Tracy Smith and Beth Venus.
Hello, everybody out there. Got a little bit of a cold tonight, and so does Beth, so our voices are going to sound a little sexier.
It is so sexy in this room tonight. Yeah,
it is.
We're just leaking.
So sexy. We're just leaking sexy. Yeah. Okay, I want to give a really quick shout out. We want to start the show on a positive note. We know that the passing of Nikki Carano lately really touched the whole community of San Diego. She was an amazing drummer. She's an amazing spirit, amazing personality, and we lost her way too soon. We just want to give a shout out to her and to David, her brother, and her family. We're thinking about you guys out there, and we just want to heal the community. So we're going to go ahead and move on with our show tonight, and we're going to dedicate it to Nikki. Right, Beth?
Well said. That just anytime somebody leaves us, it's just really touching, and anybody's lost anybody, wouldn't wish on anybody. So again, our prayers and our thoughts and our white light goes out to them, and spread the word and the love. Today, we were really excited. Oh, what did you want to say? You had something else to add on to it.
I did. I only want to say one other thing is we're going to go on a happy note. Yes. The happy note is we've got some really killer news to break, and that news is that Daddy Issues, our good friends, Angela and Julia.
Oh, I think they're so uber cool.
Check this out. They have been signed by none other than Ronnie Lee of Play It Like a Girl Records.
Isn't that just the best, awesomest name ever? Play It Like a Girl Records. And we're starting this off. We just want to give you guys some quick information on what's happening in the industry. Girls Talk Rock is all about the who, what, where, when, and how, and what's happening here in Southern California. And this is really some moving and shaking information. So you guys key into this because things are moving quickly in 2016 already. And that also it is for for us here at Girls Talk Rock, because we have really an inspiration here tonight from She Rocks the Planet creator, which is an amazing TV show and documentary that supports female artists in the industry. And of course has exploded into a secondary market, which is the She Rocks Awards, which are at NAMM. It was his fourth year this year. Yours truly, Bethy here, has been there every year and watched the growth of that, and of course supported it on every level. But today we'll be talking with the aspects of these shows and this awards show about She Rocks the Planet with founder Meredythe de Winter.
Yay, Meredythe.
So
nice to be here.
Happy. If you don't know her name, you ought to know her name. I will not should on you, but I will ought on you tonight, because this is somebody that if you meet Meredythe, which I was really excited to do so this past couple of weeks ago at NAMM, which was way too late in both our careers to meet each other.
Yeah,
this just needed to happen sooner. But for those of you out there, this is somebody you really want to pay attention to, who makes things happen, who notices musicians, who is somebody who can move them forward. And that's in an emotional, psychological, and professional way. So, we're talking about a really trifecta of effort. And we're going to talk about today really how she's put that in motion on her career.
Cool. Well, I'm really excited to be here. And actually, a year ago, I was here on Florentino's show.
The Changing Stage.
The Changing Stage.
That's right.
And so I guess before we go a little further, I just wanted to, we have a little memorial that we wanted to talk about. One of our She Rocks the Planet artists recently passed.
That's right. Let's talk about that.
And that's Jeannie Diva. And she was a celebrity vocal coach, and I met her at my first NAMM, which was a few years ago. And she was very supportive of She Rocks the Planet. We did a piece on her. If you go to YouTube to our She Rocks the Planet channel, Jeannie is in the She Rocks Awards Music TV special, which was one of our first specials that we put out about a year ago. And that's, again, with the She Rocks Awards, and we'll get to that. So we did a little piece on Jeannie, and I just really wanted to send condolences to her family and her friends and fans and everyone around the world. This woman was like a coach on The Voice, and she worked with a lot of celebrity artists and a lot of backup singers, and she traveled all over the world, and she was incredibly generous and one of the kindest souls. And as I said, she was an angel on earth, and now she's an angel in heaven. And I do hope that she'll be an angel on our shoulder as She Rocks the Planet continues. But I'm really sad, and I miss her a lot.
Yeah, that's the thing about, when somebody touches us so deeply, whether it's male or female, but, mostly the females that touch us, because we are all in that world where we're females living in a so-called man's world. And, we're going to get into more about that a little bit later on in the show, too, how you feel about all that and how we've all overcome. But just for now, we want to get to know about who you are and how you got interested in music. Let's go back to the beginning.
Okay.
Who is Meredythe?
Well, let's see. I've been singing and playing the piano since I was a small child and took a lot of lessons. My family's fairly musical. And I currently, because of the talent that I have, I do like to go to some of the nursing homes. My mother just recently passed. I helped take care of her for 8 years with dementia, so I'm really familiar with being in nursing homes. So I love to play stuff from the 20s, 30s, and 40s, and ragtime and classical. And so that's one of the things I do as an entertainer. Let's see. I have a really wide background. I got into making films when I was like 17 and won some of my first awards. And now we started with She Rocks the Planet about a year ago, and we've been winning a lot of festivals. So
it's amazing. If you haven't been there yet, you've got to go and look at it, because it's very, very, very professional, very, very well filmed. Very well. Go ahead, Beth.
Well, we were talking about this earlier before the show, Tracy, and I really want to send word out to our musicians out there who listen to our program and are always trying to get insights on how did they get that, and what did that happen, and why did they get that edge? Well, this is a really great example of how being part of a really interesting and provocative program about getting women involved. You just heard about Gina Diva's passing, and as much as that makes us all really sad, what a wonderful thing that she's a life that we can celebrate, because so often so many women's efforts in music and other industries aren't really celebrated. And because of her efforts with She Rocks, we can talk about her today a little bit. And that's really something exciting for me, because I see you sitting here with us today, and your endeavor really started with filming as a young lady. At 17, you were interested. You really obviously were proactive. You were already, entering. Just to enter contests at that age is pretty, bad mamma jamma. And then to, really to get those awards. So that obviously inspired you. And now in this part of your life, you're using it to really document and promote and support artists. Do you think the concept of She Rocks, that She Rocks the Planet, She Rocks Awards, that has really taken on a special life for you because of the need to highlight these female
absolutely.
artists?
I think I live, breathe, eat, and sleep it right now. This has really been done with all volunteers and like no budget. People kind of look at it and they're like, whoa, this looks really great. And we really want to get this out here. How we actually started was I actually saw in the little ASCAP newsletter that they send out. I'm ASCAP writer-publisher member, and I'm a Grammy member, part of the Recording Academy. I saw something a few years ago where there was a women's music summit, and there were some scholarships. So I filled out the form, and a month or so later, I got an email saying that I was accepted to be at this women's music summit. Now, this was started by Laura B. Whitmore, who is the founder of the She Rocks Awards and the Women's International Music Network. So I went to this weekend workshop where Jennifer Batten, who just got the Icon Award this year at the She Rocks.
We love her.
That was a highlight of my week.
It was the highlight of all of our week.
Seeing Jennifer playing at the booth as well as at the She Rocks Awards. She's such a generous woman. She's also from San Diego.
We're working on her right now.
We'd like to get her on Girls Talk Rock.
She went to high school down here. So she's a local gal.
Love it.
And so she was at this women's music summit. Divinity Rocks.
Love her.
Who was the
Holding it down.
band leader for Rock Sugar at the She Rocks Awards and had also had worked with Beyonce
Super amazing.
as her
On
band
a side
leader.
note, I just want to tell our audience out there that if you really want to see a band get it done, that's
Man,
the one
I'm
to
telling
watch.
you what.
Oh my gosh.
Talk about a tight group and showmanship and just what a great presentation, but what a great sound. I think that was my other highlight.
Two highlights.
was the house band Rock Sugar
Totally.
with Kat Dyson and Divinity
totally,
Rocks.
totally.
And,
All of them. Lynette?
but Benita, I think was it Benita in there?
The keyboardist. Lynette.
Yeah, let's see. I actually brought the program. So.
Right. So we can look
So
at
we
all the
could
names.
shout out. We're going to be
peeking at
dropping a
this.
lot of names
Sure,
today.
we have to, but that's all about Girls Talk Rock covers Southern California, colors local,
yeah,
covers
here it is.
who, what, when, and we want people to hear these names so they
Okay.
can say that these are names you ought to. I want to.
So here's the house band was Rock Sugar, and that's Divinity Rocks,
Right.
and Benita Lewis. She was on the drums, and Lynette Williams.
Yeah, Lynette.
And she was on the keyboards, and Kat Dyson, and
Right.
she was the guitarist. And I mean, they all have like major pedigrees of people who they have worked with.
And I got to tell you, they were all so gracious because I was taking pictures out in the line. And if you've seen my 265 photo post,
amazing pictures, everybody.
You've been
cool.
seeing the pictures. But anyway, they were all so gracious. I asked them, I love your hair, Lynette. Can you just stand there for me so I can get a good picture of you? And she was very, very kind. And Jennifer Batten stood there and just let me take a nice picture of her. And I got a great picture with her and Laura B. And just everybody is so cool. But hold that thought, everybody.
Yeah, I was going to say, because when we come back,
Right.
we need to cover a little bit more of this. But I also want to address, you just said something great, a great pedigree of people, which means being part of the Grammy community, Grammy Pro, being part of ASCAP, being part of some of these things. And ladies, go do it. It is so important. We'll talk about those memberships and those networks when we come back, as well as your partnership with Lori B. Whitmore.
And then we want to thank, of course, Moe's Guitars, because they're our sponsor here in San Diego, and they really did some good stuff for us to get into the awards. We'll talk about that, too, right when we come back. We'll be right back.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
Thank you for listening to WS Radio. Improve your business and your life with useful information from experts and thought leaders. WS Radio is radio with ROI.
You may have heard me brag about Progressive Medical Center and just how much they've helped me with my health. And Dr. Goley, one thing that you have helped so many people with is migraines.
Unfortunately, there are millions and millions of Americans who are suffering with migraines and headaches, and they're debilitating because it affects the quality of their life, and they cannot function properly. At Progressive, we get to the root cause because we understand that migraines could be caused by nutritional deficiencies, hormonal imbalances, believe it or not, delayed food sensitivities. And once we determine what the real reason is, we put a plan of action together with medication that we get them off slowly, and we put them on an all-natural approach, and the results are amazing.
Incredible. I mean, there's so many people that can say they don't live their lives with migraines anymore thanks to Progressive Medical Center.
And that's what's exciting and rewarding to us as physicians, because we help our patients take control of their health, and that's why they're living well.
Why don't you get a hold of Progressive Medical Center today? Don't live in pain. Don't have migraines anymore. Just go to their website, progressivemedicalcenter.com.
This is your life. Live it well.
Hey guys, CS Keys here to introduce you to San Diego's #1 health meal prep provider, Fresh and Fit Meals. With over 40 menu items to choose from, several pickup locations all over America's finest city, made and delivered fresh, never frozen. Save on time and money. Super convenient and improves the quality of your life. Just visit the website, freshandfitmeals.com, for all the menus and the pricing. Or give them a call at 858-805-5949 for more details. Remember, you are what you eat, so you might as well be fresh and fit with Fresh and Fit Meals.
Hey, it's Catherine from Listen Local Radio. Moe's Guitars has proudly served the San Diego music community since 1975. Specializing in guitars, basses, mandolins, banjos, and ukuleles, they buy, sell, trade, and consign. If you're looking for lessons, repairs, accessories, and cool gear, you found the right place. Located in downtown La Mesa Village, stop by and check out their digs or visit moesguitars.com or their Facebook page. mozeguitars.com, 619-698-1185.
Hi, this is Rob Barnett, VinVillage.com, where wine lovers connect. Be sure to tune in weekly to Vin Village Radio for exclusive, in-depth interviews with the who's who in wine and food.
Talk to me.
Information, news, and entertainment on demand.
WSRadio.com.
Moe's Guitars is the proud sponsor of Girls Talk Rock. Over 35 years of helping girls and guys rock. Moe's Guitars, M-O-Z-E, guitars.com.
Welcome to Girls Talk Rock, where the musician's creativity finds its voice. And here are your hosts, Tracy Smith and Beth Venus.
All right, we are back, and we actually have a caller on the line right now, and she's going to really do it good because we know Julia Welton. She's on the phone, and she wants to ask a question right now of our guest Meredythe DeWinter. Go ahead, Julia. You there?
What's up?
All right. So, what's the question you want to ask Meredythe tonight?
Well, I'm sitting here at work with all these aspiring young musicians, and I'm just wondering if she would know what pumps up a kid to do their best at a recital.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's a good question. And I've taught a lot of piano lessons and had to prep people for recitals before. Well, let's see. What do you play? You play guitar?
Julia
Guitar,
is bass.
Different strings.
I always use
All kinds of
chocolate.
things.
Just chocolate mostly.
No. Julia, don't let you fool it. Julia is an amazing musician in town.
Okay. Well, are you nervous about doing the recital?
No. I was just wondering what pumps people up to do their best. I mean,
Well,
I've tried different
I
things,
think
like
performing.
music.
I think everyone who gets into playing music or doing theater or whatever, they love to perform, and I think performing is part of what pumps people up. That they're going to get in front of an audience and do their best, and they've been practicing and kind of want to show off a little bit. If there's not a little bit of the show off in everybody, what are they out there for? It's just doing your best and just
and
getting
not being
out there.
Scared.
Yeah.
I always say, you know what? You make a mistake, be proud that you did it. You went out there and you played, go big or go home.
Yeah.
Be fearless. Everybody's going to make mistakes. Every show is a snowflake. And, it's its own thing. It's how you come out of the mistake, not the mistake you made.
And imagine everybody in their underwear.
That's a good one.
Well, it doesn't get them pumped up, but it helps them relax a little.
But, it doesn't make you very nervous,
That's right.
And also, the other thing that's really good, I think, as far as like if you're wanting to get the kids ready or pumped up for yourself, is just going, nobody can do this better than me right now. I'm going to do my best, and nobody is better when I'm on that stage than me.
That's right. Now, you've got the training because I've given it to you, so get out there and do it, kids.
Well, and really, that's the kind of empowerment, when you play on stage and what you're talking about, just going in and doing it, and you're doing the best you can. That's the stuff you take with you later into life when you're even doing a program, or doing an event, when you're running a show, when you're doing all these things. You just want these fearless, go get it, don't be scared, young people going into the future doing their thing, Don't hold their hand. Tell them you go big, go be big.
What else you got, Julia?
Be like Meredythe.
Julia, what else you got? Because we actually announced on air, if you were listening at all, that you and Angela with Daddy Issues have just been signed to Play Like a Girl Records with Ronnie Lee.
Congratulations. That's amazing.
Let's hear about that, girl. What happened? Tell us really quickly.
We just got signed. I wanted to get connected with people, and she was kind enough to like our stuff. So that's all I'm going to say about that.
That's all she's going to say. They're kind enough to like your stuff. Well,
another thing too, once you get, are you guys writing your own songs?
Of course, they always
Okay, good. Well, when you have some of your original stuff, look at the John Lennon Songwriting Contest. They had the John Lennon Educational Tour Bus, which is actually supposed to be, I think, here in San Diego, like maybe right now working with a school. I had talked to them when we were there. And I know Laura B. Whitmore, the founder of the Women and the She Rocks Awards. Right. They're going to be doing some stuff with the John Lennon Songwriting Contest. And it's amazing. A couple of our artists, the Command Sisters, who you guys saw, they were doing the Shaka Khan tribute.
Love them.
Those gals are from Canada, and they won the John Lennon Songwriting Contest a couple of years ago, and they've been touring all over
and now
China
they're
everywhere.
On stage. Now they're on stage at the She Rocks Awards. It doesn't get any bigger
Actually,
than that.
that was their second time on stage.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'd love to see Daddy Issues at She Rocks.
I would.
Let's make that our little mission statement.
We're gonna make it happen.
That's right. Make that a mission statement. We're gonna make that happen. I'm gonna
awesome.
We're
gonna make it happen.
So that's amazing.
We'll bring some bananas to share.
Yeah, I've got my banana on my backpack. It stays right there. I mean, if anybody wants to know what that banana is, you just gotta ask me.
When we left off with Meredythe, we were talking about her relationship with Lori B. Whitmore, and you guys doing the award show that came out of the.
Well, actually, the She Rocks Awards was first.
She Rocks Awards was first.
Yeah.
Okay,
they've been around for 4 years. We've only been around for about a year.
Okay, we didn't know that. We thought it was the other way around.
Right. No.
Okay.
It's actually
That's impressive. That's
they've
pretty
been
amazing.
around. Laura has a very impressive background. She is one of the really amazing people in the marketing for music, and also really getting women to be noticed, for women to, just get out there. So she's actually the creator and founder, again, of thewomen.com, which is a great organization. It's THEWIMN, the Women International Music Network, and it's free to join. And they have a newsletter, and they have all sorts of resources, and she's based on the East Coast now.
Oh, is she? She's all the way out there coming out here for NAMM. Now, do you guys do the... do you guys do the... Hey, Connor, give it that a
If you'd like to make a call, please hang up. Again, need help.
This is live.
Well, and we can
That's
be
how
honest
you know
when
it
we
is.
know it's
It's
live.
live.
That's okay. We're working on that. And we got poor Tracy coughing up here. We're just having a good time with it. But I want to really ask, when you guys, do you guys also go to the NAMM down in Tennessee? You guys?
Well, she goes to Nashville NAMM. I have not been to Nashville NAMM. We've pretty much, focused everything out here the last couple of years. I mean, we have 100 hours of content.
That's a lot of hours of content.
And that's why if any editors are listening out there, we need some volunteer editors right now.
I think we're going to get those high tickets on your ticket tonight.
I really hope so. Everybody who's really worked on the show has been a volunteer. We are looking to do some crowdfunding in the spring, and looking to get this where, we can have this as monetized. The show gets monetized on cable or streaming. We're still putting a lot of things in place. I mean, it's been pretty amazing what's happened in a year.
Oh, it's 1 year. And if you go to your listeners, if you go to the website, was sherockstheplanet.tv. .tv. It's crazy impressive. Like, we were just strolling through it the other day, and, the awards and the accolades and the extension of the site is really impressive. That's why we were both in awe that it's just 1 year in. But it also is representatory of just, people are compelled to be a part of it. I think it really is moths to the flame right now, because people are just really looking at that as a resource to get hear stories. You guys have stories about people who are very young and who are ingenues, and people who have been playing. There's a story online about somebody who's a Holocaust survivor who's still playing. So the range that you're celebrating is really what I think gets people excited.
Well, we say we're like all women, all styles, all ages, not just rock and roll. We want to highlight jazz musicians. Like, we just did an interview with Mindy Abair, and she won a She Rocks Awards last year. I mean, the woman is so amazing and so gracious. And I really feel like, hey, there's a lot of people that like jazz. We cover everything. We don't want to discount anybody. We've got goth girls from England, Jordan Rain. She's amazing. We've got Melina Moy. That's my bestie.
She's very impressive.
She gave us our theme song. She won the Next Generation Award the second year of the She Rocks Awards, and she was the one who presented Jennifer Batten with the Icon Award this year.
See, you can only hear that stuff here. So I think our listeners might want to know that how hard or how easy was it to get all these top females onto the show to perform?
Well, to get all these interviews, we did a lot of running around the first couple years at NAMM. It was not that easy. We had to set up a lot of interviews, and you guys have been to NAMM numerous times.
That was my first. I was a NAMM virgin this year. But
okay. But you've been there.
Long. Oh my gosh.
And
I didn't want to say
Ronnie's in here. Ronnie's been to NAMM.
We just put Ronnie Lee live on the air with us too. So
Hi, Ronnie. So good to see you.
We just are so happy. This room's a party.
I
now.
want you to know that if you got a goodie bag at the Women in Music NAMM, I probably packed it.
Yeah, me too. I was doing that too.
5 of them.
We were pillaging those at the end of the night.
We were pillaging.
In fact, the She Rocks Awards is put on by a lot of volunteers and a lot of donations from amazing, wonderful companies. Gretsch. Let's see, cool. Seymour Duncan.
I mean, about the women who are huge parts of these major companies.
Right,
and I think as an artist and as a behind the scenes person and everything my whole life has been music. That was one of the most exciting things for me the first and second time, and the third time and the fourth time I went to the She Rocks Award. It's like, I was like, Holy Mary, the founder of Seymour Duncan, she's the co-founder's a woman. Like, that is so awesome.
And Dinah Gretsch.
Nobody talks about this
She's
stuff.
Amazing.
And
don't forget all the amazing women that run NAMM and the NAMM Educational Foundation. It's really a lot of women.
We had Carolyn Grant on our show, and she runs the Museum of Making Music. She's the general manager.
I love the Museum of Making Music.
We love Carolyn.
Yeah, so that's what gets us excited. And I know that for our listeners who are like, yeah, but how do I make this work for me? What do I do? How do I get connected with She Rocks the Planet? How do I get myself on a, She Rocks award? What's next for me? How do I make it work for me? Well, you got to keep listening.
Well, I think, one of the things is follow us on Twitter. We have over 12,000 Twitter followers. So
hear that,
follow
folks?
us on Twitter.
All right, hold that thought.
Gotta be in the know.
When we come back, we are going to talk with Meredythe all about NAMM and Sheila E. Now, Sheila E. was the first recipient of some awards, and we've got to talk to Meredythe all about Sheila E. because she's big time.
And Ronnie Lee's in the house.
And Ronnie Lee's in the house. We'll be right back. Thank you, Moe's Guitars. You rock.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
On the internet, your business's reputation can be unjustly destroyed in an instant. Don't wait for that to happen. Building and marketing your 5-star reputation can increase your business by as much as 19%. Take control of your reputation and have the 5-star reputation you deserve with Reputation Marketing Solutions by DSI Development. Become the go-to company by visiting 5starrepmarketing.com. The number 5starrepmarketing.com.
Hey, it's Catherine from Listen Local Radio. Moe's Guitars has proudly served the San Diego music community since 1975. Specializing in guitars, basses, mandolins, banjos, and ukuleles, they buy, sell, trade, and consign. If you're looking for lessons, repairs, accessories, and cool gear, you found the right place. Located in downtown La Mesa Village, stop by and check out their digs or visit mozguitars.com or their Facebook page. MOZEguitars.com, 619-698-1185.
You've heard me bragging about Progressive Medical Center and how they've helped me feel so much healthier. But one thing, Dr. Agoli, that a lot of people come to you with is just unexplained pain. They just can't get any relief. Why can Progressive Medical Center's Pain Management Center help them?
First of all, we have to acknowledge that pain is for real, and you've got acute pain and chronic pain. Here's the problem. That acute pain turns to chronic, which is long-standing, and no one's getting to the root cause. There's several key diagnostic components that help us get to the root of what's causing this pain. Is it inflammation? Once we do a thorough evaluation to get to the root cause, determine if it's structural or if it's a metabolic issue. And this way, we put an individualized program for pain management involving correcting the spine, using certain injections when necessary, and we get our patients out of pain quicker, and they stay out of pain because we teach them how to live their life well.
Don't let yourself live in pain any longer. Get a hold of Progressive Medical Center today at progressivemedicalcenter.com.
Progressive Medical, this is your life, live it well.
Hey guys, CS Keys here to introduce you to San Diego's #1 health meal prep provider, Fresh and Fit Meals. With over 40 menu items to choose from, several pickup locations all over America's finest city, made and delivered fresh, never frozen. Save on time and money. Super convenient and improves the quality of your life. Just visit the website, freshandfitmeals.com, for all the menus and the pricing. Or give them a call at 858-805-5949 for more details. Remember, you are what you eat, so you might as well be fresh and fit with Fresh and Fit Meals.
Talk to me.
Information, news, and entertainment on demand.
WSRadio.com.
Moe's Guitars is the proud sponsor of Girls Talk Rock. Over 35 years of helping girls and guys rock. Moe's Guitars, M-O-Z-E, guitars.com.
Welcome to Girls Talk Rock, where the musician's creativity finds its voice. And here are your hosts, Tracy Smith and Beth Venus.
Hello,
All right,
hello,
cool.
hello.
We are, I don't hear myself. Do I hear myself?
We're Girls Talk Rock. We are so excited to hear tonight. We're in the third segment. We're talking to Meredythe Winter of She Rocks the Planet. And of course, you can be very excited to know that Ronnie Lee has joined us, who is welcome here at Girls Talk Rock any old time she wants.
Yeah.
She can come on a stage with me. She can come on a radio with us. She can do anything she wants.
Well, no,
She's got
I didn't realize she was on her way over to the studio, so I really apologize for letting the cat out of the bag. But tell us about signing those guys real quick.
Oh, daddy issues.
Yeah, tell us about that.
Well, I met Julia as a bass player, and really just as a little blonde girl. She was just running around the House of Blues all
Crazy.
the time, and hair's flying always.
Yep.
And I did the thing that I don't like people to do to me. I kind of assumed that she was, young and learning, and here's a G chord, and that girl, when I saw her play, I got schooled. Because
schooled is right. She's very intelligent.
She has got her degree.
She's got her degree.
She
That's
does.
right. She
She's
teaches
studied.
music. She plays wonderful violin. Great bass player. Listens.
Mama like.
There's nothing.
Cool.
There's nothing.
So
she doesn't do.
why did you sign
So
them?
then she says,
Yeah.
"Why have this band? Daddy issues, and we're going to go over and record this stuff." And still, I'm going, "Isn't that cute? That's very cute." And then I hear the music, and I went,
What?
Wow,
Right.
This is great. And
Right.
they're just perfectionists, and their songs are just the kind of thing I like, man. They express just their passionate feeling expression songs. They say something, they say it really well. And they've got energy, and it's hooky, and I remember it. And anytime somebody says, "Can you come check out my band, and can you tell me what I'm doing wrong?" Those are the things I usually point out. If I need to walk away having been entertained, because you're standing there, so I better be entertained. And I want to remember you and your music a little bit and hum a little bit. I might not remember everything, and the next morning, like I hardly ever do. But I can at least remember. I remember my experience with you, and that's really important. They met all that criteria, so we talked about it.
And I've known Julia for God, I don't even know, 8-10 years, and we go way back with them when they were like nobodies.
When she was like 3?
When they were like nobodies. No, but I've known Julia a long, long time.
Really? I didn't know that.
This brings up a really interesting notion, though, because over at She Rocks the Planet, and of course for transcendent to She Rocks Awards, their relationship to each other, Meredythe, you are, inadvertently supporting and backing artists all the time. Do you find that you have a lot of the same criteria that Ronnie's talking about right now, that, you're just looking for a certain criteria that gets you excited? Is it just really organic? Because you guys have some artists I know you really want to celebrate that you guys are, for lack of a better word, backing and supporting and wanting to see good things happen to. What is it that makes She Rocks the Planet cover and support an artist and really to see go the stretch, on your documentaries, your TV program, and as you go on.
Well, we're like a news journal music magazine. So we're actually the first TV series featuring women in the music and audio industries. Nobody's actually really done that. And again, thanking Laura B. Whitmore for opening up the door and a lot of her great contacts. And so that's how, we've managed to meet a lot of these people, was that Laura opened the door for us. Because if I had to start, from ground zero, I don't know if I actually would have done this, because I would have been like a lot more work. It is a lot of work. And that's something like we're talking about, how do musicians or artists or people in the entertainment industry, it has to be passionate. And you were mentioning about Sheila E. That's one of the things that she has talked about too, is find your passion. I mean, we hear this all the time, but find the passion that makes you want to go forward. So one of the things that, as we were developing She Rocks the Planet, we were looking at, we have legends, we've got up and comers, we've got women of all ages, there's a number of women who were doing things in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s that basically kind of got shut out. They got shut out of playing in the studios, or there were like Carol Kay, who was one of the most amazing bass
Carol
players.
Kay is my. I've been trying to get her on the show forever. Carol, if you're listening, come on my show.
Come on, Carol.
I'll send her a message. We're really good pals. So actually, but I'll
lessons
help,
from
I'll
her.
help.
She's been on my friends list for a long time, and I've been talking to her for a long time.
And she did more studio recordings than like anybody.
Right, legend.
And yet people don't know who she is. There's Violet, the drummer. I believe she just turned like 100 or something this year. There's like a number of all these amazing women that I just keep finding out about, that because they were as good as or even better than some of the men, they got shut out from actually playing.
Well, tell us, as a woman in a so-called man's world, what prejudice have you come across just doing your own job of trying to create this?
It's just not that easy in the entertainment industry. I mean, it's not just music where it's like 95% male dominated. I think it's almost all across the board. One of the things that comes to mind, and this goes back to the original Women's Music Summit that Laura B. Whitmore had there, Star Parodi, who was the first music director on television for the original Arsenio Hall show. I remember her talking, Holly Knight, who's one of the few women in the Songwriters Hall of Fame, worked with Pat Benatar, Kiss, wrote for Tina Turner. She was at this Women's Music Summit. Even what Jennifer Batten was saying on stage, even though they had gotten to a certain place, Jennifer was saying she thought that when Michael Jackson hired her, and this is like 30 years ago, she thought that the glass ceiling was broken, that these things were coming forward. Star Parodi mentioned that here she got on the original Arsenio Hall show and she thought things were going to change. Holly Knight, here she's this amazing songwriter, but yet if you look at how many men are in the Songwriters Hall of Fame, so it's kind of the same thing. I mean, I think women have to work together. I think we have to network. I think we have to, just kind of,
it brings us together,
embrace each other.
So how do we do that, girls?
My first attempt at my record label was originally a co-op label, and originally it was going to let everyone in. You're going to pay a certain amount of dues, and we were just going to share our knowledge. Because one of the things, there's two things, thoughts that I have about the women in music situation, and that is that, first of all, it's more than anything else. It is a man's world, and it is, especially in rock. Rock is the last vestige, the last caveman clique on the planet. And you know what? And it's not really anyone. I'm not really even angry about it. It's just the way that it went. Four guys in a rock band with chests bared and spandex, wheeling a guitar in killer hair. It's just hard to get past that.
It's hard to get past that too. But since you have such extensive playing experience, and all of us have different experience in this industry, but I think no matter where we were, and I want to highlight that this is whether it was administrative or you're on stage, from the time I was 15 to my current age, I don't think there has been a job I've had, an event I've been in, where I have not been assessed by my looks and whether I qualified in one way or another.
Well, you're quite stunning, actually, so that's probably really why.
Yeah, she's sweet.
True.
But if I'm just saying it's one of those things where it's not flattering to me if I have a man tell me that, it's okay, you'll do. I don't want to hear that. To me, it changes our relationship.
Right.
And so immediately I get...
Or you look good enough.
Yeah. And, they are going by kind of old world operatives on whether you can represent the brand or you're part of the company in a certain way or where you belong. And that goes on stage as well. And there's somewhat of a double standard for that because I know, the guys look like meth addicts falling apart like
Bald
crazy.
head. Friggin'
crazy
no
falling
mustache.
apart, and the women are like, hey, we're working this, and there's a double standard. So I don't think that's just on a performance level. What have you guys done to really kind of crash in that acrylic ceiling?
I just had this situation happen to me. I just had a situation that I'm not even going to go into remote detail on, but I don't know what I'm doing. But, I had a situation where I really did get, patted on the head.
Yeah.
And I get surprised by it sometimes because I've done this for a long time now.
Right.
And my philosophy on it is you're going to run into it. It's just a done deal. But I just say be twice as good to be considered half as good. And the whole, I just did a rock tip on this, in fact, and it's kind of along with David Grohl did a deal on this not too long ago. He says, yeah, you want to be successful, first be good, okay? Don't lean on anything. Don't throw out the girl card or any card like that. Be good.
That's
and that's the starting line, and I mean good, not just okay.
Right.
Be good, because honestly, the music business is tough. It's always been tough, but it's really tough now because there's a million people doing what you're doing now.
Exactly.
And so
when
you
say-
got to stick out in all kinds of ways, and you can't always say, well, they didn't pick me because I'm a girl, because sometimes it's just because you're not really very good, or you're not what they're looking for. Or I've had a few people approach me at the label, and I say, you know what? You don't have all these points quite dialed in yet.
Right.
Work on them. Let's work. I'll even reach out, and if they say, well, now we think we're great, well, I go, well, good luck with that then, because all I have is suggestions for you. I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm seeing what I think a lot of people will see and what they'll look for.
So what I was going to mention is going forward, Meredythe, what I think what our listeners want to find out is going forward with this TV series and everything else that you're doing, what are you looking to do in the future? And we've got 30 seconds, so we'll come back to this, but go ahead.
Okay, well, I think the big thing is we are a brand. We want to become the umbrella that helps promote the independent female artists and some really cool guys, but from a female perspective. So we're not saying we don't want the men in there, but there has to be a reason that we are doing an interview with these guys because they're supporting women. So it's all about supporting those new artists.
Right. Play Like a Girl says it's not a gender, it's an attitude.
That's right. That's right. And another thing you guys need to learn is don't touch Ronnie's knobs.
Don't touch my knobs.
No, just don't do it.
Just don't even get on my stage and touch my knobs.
Meredythe winner. We're going to talk about what's happening with She Rocks. Or of course, we want to see it on TV, televised, and we want to see other things getting bigger for her. When we come back in the first segment.
Hey, it's Catherine from Listen Local Radio. Moe's Guitars has proudly served the San Diego music community since 1975. Specializing in guitars, basses, mandolins, banjos, and ukuleles, they buy, sell, trade, and consign. If you're looking for lessons, repairs, accessories, and cool gear, you found the right place. Located in downtown La Mesa Village, stop by and check out their digs or visit moesguitars.com or their Facebook page. mozeguitars.com, 619-698-1185.
Has your business been appified? Are you tired of doing marketing that doesn't deliver results? Mobile apps build loyalty and quality retention. Your app from UPG Mobile puts your business on their mind and at their fingertips. UPG Mobile will give you a custom app highlighting how you are unique, targeting your message, and improving your open rates. Appify your business and amplify your presence with your customers at upgmobilemarketinggroup.com.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
I raised $8,000 to build schools for South African children. After realizing how many people go hungry in San Diego, I now volunteer at a food pantry.
I'm spending the next year doing volunteer projects across 3 countries and helping in ways they designate to be the most helpful. The WorldLink program at the Joan B. Kroc Institute for Peace and Justice recognizes the potential of youth as agents of social change. Learn how you can help youth become a generation of leaders in action at peace.sandiego.edu.
You've heard me bragging about Progressive Medical Center and how they've helped me feel so much healthier. But one thing, Dr. Agoli, that a lot of people come to you with is just unexplained pain. They just can't get any relief. Why can Progressive Medical Center's Pain Management Center help them?
First of all, we have to acknowledge that pain is for real, and you've got acute pain and chronic pain. Here's the problem. That acute pain turns to chronic, which is long-standing, and no one's getting to the root cause. There's several key diagnostic components that help us get to the root of what's causing this pain. Is it inflammation? Once we do a thorough evaluation to get to the root cause, determine if it's structural or if it's a metabolic issue. And this way, we put an individualized program for pain management involving correcting the spine, using certain injections when necessary, and we get our patients out of pain quicker, and they stay out of pain because we teach them how to live their life well.
Don't let yourself live in pain any longer. Get a hold of Progressive Medical Center today at progressivemedicalcenter.com.
Progressive Medical, this is your life, live it well.
Talk to me.
Information, news, and entertainment on demand.
WSRadio.com.
Moe's Guitars is the proud sponsor of Girls Talk Rock. Over 35 years of helping girls and guys rock. Moe's Guitars, M-O-Z-E, guitars.com.
Welcome to Girls Talk Rock, where the musician's creativity finds its voice. And here are your hosts, Tracy Smith and Beth Venus.
All right, cool. We are back with Meredythe DeWinter, and she rocks the planet. And we've got Ronnie Lee here as well in the studio. We're having fun, and Ronnie Lee is periscoping live right now. So if you have Periscope, go to @Ronnie Lee right now, and you'll see what kind of fun we're having in the studio.
Ronnie Lee rocks
This
the
is what
planet.
we do.
Ronnie Lee rocks the planet.
She's there.
And that's what Meredythe DeWinter does. Meredythe is the queen over at She Rocks the Planet TV. And I really cannot implore you guys enough. All artists, men and women, go to that site, check out what they're doing for artists, what they're doing for documenting what's happening for the past, the present, the future, and also really endorsing good action and good motion in the music industry for women. And I cannot just emphasize enough how much this contact could mean for you to be on her radar and be on the radar for these series. I was going to ask you right at break.
Okay.
We were talking about the She Rocks Awards, which again, I'm like uber impressed with, and Tracy, I'm not easily impressed. I just think I'm like so ho hum about everything. I'm just such a poopy old lady.
Really good to be.
I'm like a poopy old lady, so I'm always like whatever's. But I really love the She Rocks Awards just for a menu of reasons. But we were talking about what do we do to get this program aired? Every other award show seems to be aired, no matter what size, and there's like a million stations out there.
Yeah, what network?
Is that something on your radar?
That's what we want to know.
Right now, okay, we have a YouTube channel and we have a Vimeo channel. In fact, if you Google She Rocks the Planet, I think we own like the first 2-3 pages of Google.
Excellent.
And this has all been done pretty much me. I need some help out there. So yeah, we do need help. We need more subscribers. We've got over 12,000 Twitter followers in about a year and a half.
So this can do a lot if you are working with She Rocks the Planet. If people get over there, check it out. Throw some of your services out there.
We need the support.
If you can edit, if you can do anything.
Yeah, we need editors. We need editors. We have 100 hours of content. And we just can't get these shows out fast enough. I have so many people that want to be on the shows, and I said, please wait until we're like asking for these submissions. Because our goal is eventually to say, do you want to be on She Rocks the Planet? And here's what you need to do to submit. But we have 100 hours of content. We just finished our pilot episode, Sheila E. Icon.
Right.
And we were really fortunate that Sheila E. and her family gave us all the music videos and wonderful. It's like $1 million content. Her brother, Peter Michael Escoveda, who won Best Director at some of the film festivals that we've entered. I think we've won over 28 festivals this year.
It's extensive. You're
just
listing on your...
No. So what I want to know is what network, what major TV network are we going after to get the She Rocks Awards televised? Are we
Well,
going
we're
Bravo
She Rocks
or?
the Planet. She Rocks Awards
Right.
again is kind of a
Separate issue, but
we're working
that's
in
what we wanna
partnership
know.
with
That's what we
them
wanna know.
because award shows based on some of the people I talked to, sales agents. I was at Cannes Film Festival last year. I was one of 300 producers chosen to participate at the producers workshop there, learning about film and television and various other things. Award shows have to be done like immediately. So I know that Avid's working with Laura B. Whitmore where they're going to do a documentary about the She Rocks Awards because this went from like 0 to 500 in
Very
just
quickly.
like the last 4 years.
Yeah.
And
that's
it's
cool.
getting
That's cool.
bigger. We riffed off that, to use a jazz expression, we riffed off that and created She Rocks the Planet, which is a news journal music magazine. We're doing this evergreen. If I had the budget like Entertainment Tonight, I would be putting these shows out every week. So right now we have some clips and we have some long versions of the shows on YouTube. We also have a Vimeo channel. We have 3 half-hour episodes that are done right now that we're waiting for crowdfunding. I have a sales agent who's been out there kind of looking. One of the networks that we'd really love to be on, AXS. Hey, Mark Cuban.
Right? Yeah.
That's his. I mean, that's a station that we'd love to talk to. We're open to almost any kind of cable network. I'm really kind of looking. I have Amazon Prime, so I'm
we
I'd
were
love to be on
thinking like
Prime.
Lifetime or Bravo or something like that should carry the award. At least the
Well,
award
we're so
ceremony
into it.
live.
But it's exponential, like you said. What you've
Also,
done.
a lot of these networks, because I have been going to various conferences, a lot of them want shows like the Kardashians.
Ooh.
No
comment.
Come on, let's do something
So,
real.
I mean,
I can't even comment on that. I'm just going to go right past
Can we
that.
do something real?
But it's
Please.
it's kind of like they all want to clone. We're so outside of the box, and that's the thing.
Right.
When someone is outside the box, it takes a little while for the rest of the community, the entertainment industry, the music industry to kind of catch up and kind of go, whoa, that is a really good idea. The thing is, we own the trademarks. We have the brand. One of the things I started mentioning at NAMM this year to a number of the artists, we want to create our own channel. And I'm not just talking YouTube channel. I'm not just talking Vimeo
Like
channel.
cable network channel?
Like our own network. We
would
actually
be
have the
amazing.
trademark for that. So what I'd love to invite a number of independent artists, because not everybody's going to get on a label, or some labels are maybe going to be like smaller boutique labels and not under like Sony or Universal Music or some of these other.
But the industry's changing, and that is not the standard
And we
anymore.
need to change with it,
Yeah.
females. Are you listening?
So one of the things we'd love to do, those artists that own their own content could come on board, be part of the She Rocks the Planet channel, because the more content that we have, I have some friends who work creating these streaming networks that are working to get these channels out there. So the more that we have, I mean, we have our own content, but we're working on getting the shows done. The more music videos, the more interviews of these different artists, they can all be participants in the She Rocks the Planet channel. And the thing
This
is,
is
we
a great
become
concept,
we
really.
become an umbrella, because it's kind of like, hey, I'm out there, pay attention to me. Well, you may get your 5 seconds of Vine fame or
Right.
Snapchat.
Right.
But then where do you go from there? Lady Gaga, Taylor Swift, Madonna, they don't really need my show. They've got a lot of promotion right there.
Right. They have PR companies.
We
right.
want to become that umbrella where people are going, I'm just going to go check out She Rocks the Planet. Oh, I love Sheila E., but oh my gosh, I just found out about this Prodigy drummer, Alexi, who's now in a new band. I mean, this kid was 10 years old when she won the Hit Like a Girl contest.
Right.
And Sheila E. was the judge. 2 years later, she's now in a heavy metal, all-female band that was at NAMM.
It makes such a difference when people
Wow.
have those opportunities and they get noticed, and it just compels them to move forward. I've used the metaphor before. You see it in sports. You see it in music. You have a small success at a really pivotal time, and it can really propel someone forward and give them the confidence to really, be what they can be. This hour is just flying before
And
us.
I have 2 more shout-outs I'd
Yeah,
love to
you've
talk
gotta do
about.
You need to give them right now.
So Melina Moy, who
Right.
gave us
We
our
were gonna
theme
bring that up.
song, which is chaotic, and it's got Bootsy Collins in it. And so a lot of people go, I love Bootsy. And he was
Cute.
recently here at the Belly Up. So we love Bootsy. Shout out to Bootsy. Melina Moy is in the Vogue India magazine
It's a
this
stunning
month.
cover.
She's been in the Vogue Italia, and she's making her first tour to India at the Meredythe Blues Festival with Joss Stone and Keb Mo.
Delicious.
That's crazy.
So she's going to be touring in India and all over Europe, and she's my bestie. She's the female Jimi Hendrix.
She's an artist that you guys have worked with closely.
We
over
love
here at
30
She Rocks the
seconds, you
Planet.
guys. 30 seconds.
And then the other shout out that we want to put out there is everybody's got to watch American Idol. One of our She Rocks the Planet gals, Olivia Rocks. She was on America's Got Talent. Her parents are musicians. She has gone through the group round, so she's
being featured.
She's going to be featured.
Yeah.
We believe that she is going to be one of the finalists, and she's a Daisy Rock girl guitar artist. We
There you
love
go.
Tish.
Beta
We
Tish.
love
Tish.
Daisy Rock.
Shout out. Oh, my God. We have 10 seconds
We
left.
can't even
and
tell you what a great closing
This
is.
show has gone
Vote for Olivia.
so fast. We're going to have Meredythe back.
Meredythe Winter.
I'll be
For
back.
another hour. Seriously, because
I'll be
we
back.
barely touched the surface here. We're getting it all done here. Thank you, Mo's Guitars. Thank you,
Love
WS
you guys.
Radio.
Make sure you
Worldwide
go
leader in Cat Talk.
to SheRocksThePlanet.tv. Make sure you go check out the site, get signed up, and tell you're ready to go.
Girls Talk Rock the Planet.
Hey, it's Catherine from Listen Local Radio. Moe's Guitars has proudly served the San Diego music community since 1975. Specializing in guitars, basses, mandolins, banjos, and ukuleles, they buy, sell, trade, and consign. If you're looking for lessons, repairs, accessories, and cool gear, you found the right place. Located in downtown La Mesa Village, stop by and check out their digs or visit mozguitars.com or their Facebook page. MOZEguitars.com, 619-698-1185.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
Hey guys, CS Keys here to introduce you to San Diego's #1 health meal prep provider, Fresh and Fit Meals. With over 40 menu items to choose from, several pickup locations all over America's finest city, made and delivered fresh, never frozen. Save on time and money. Super convenient and improves the quality of your life. Just visit the website, freshandfitmeals.com, for all the menus and the pricing. Or give them a call at 858-805-5949 for more details. Remember, you are what you eat, so you might as well be fresh and fit with Fresh and Fit Meals.
Take a break from politics. Tune in and learn something. WS Radio shows are worth your time and are filled with tips and advice. Add us to your lunch routine, and we'll give you a meal for your mind.
Do you want to be a professional coach? Are you in business trying to make a real difference with people you manage or work with? Have you started a coaching practice that isn't quite getting off the ground? Get the skills you need to be a successful coach today with the Coaches Training Program from Accomplishment Coaching. The Coaches Training Program will show you how to help others focus and be more fulfilled. Whether you want to improve your company's bottom line or create a thriving coaching practice, Accomplishment Coaching can give you the distinctions and practices you need to coach others effectively today. Accomplishment Coaching has spent 6 years developing a cutting-edge coaches training program that will have you ready to coach people professionally in just 12 months, and you don't have to take time off work to do it. To find out more about the Coaches Training Program, just call 1-888-548-6813. That's 1-888-548-6813.
Hi, this is Rob Barnett, VinVillage.com, where wine lovers connect. Be sure to tune in weekly to Vin Village Radio for exclusive, in-depth interviews with the who's who in wine and food.